What's up guys, it's Alex in Monsterland. Today I'm going to draw this character and then turn it into a printable paper miniature character for tabletop gaming or other fantasy art project. Okay, let's get started. Hey, thanks for watching my channel. Please take a second and click the thumbs up icon to like this video and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my upcoming projects. At the end of the video, I'll let you know how to get a free download of this project.
Welcome to Monsterland, Monsterland, Monsterland. You lost inside of Monsterland.
Okay, so let's start our pumpkinhead figure. So the first thing I do when I'm creating a character is I just do a quick, in blue ink, just do a quick sketch. So this is obviously not what it's going to look like, but it gives me an idea of what the model I'm going to use and the shape and the maybe the size and just some of the details, right? Then what I do is I get a little bit closer and I turn down the opacity and I just go over it in a black pen and just rough it up a bit. And there's closer to the shape that I want. I start defining some of the shapes, the details a little bit more, and I just start, basically I'm just scribbling a little bit more detail, trying to come up with some shapes that I really like. Get rid of that layer, turn up the opacity a bit so you can see, and there's my pumpkin head figure, basically how he's going to appear. And there's the pumpkin head, there's a little bit of the stalk up top there, and I can already tell that the stalk is a little bit forward where it should be. It's kind of like on his forehead, but it should be, if the shape of the pumpkin head is like this, it should be kind of like in the middle, somewhere closer to there. So we'll probably have to fix that later, which I did. So then here's the arms, just kind of sticks, and it looks like I made a little bit of a space there, and I kind of like how that looks, like two sticks together and some rope holding the joints together, as if that would really work. And I gave him some pants that are all kind of tattered and ripped, as if he was kind of like he might be a scarecrow or something, right? And some goblin shoes or scarecrow shoes. Some point, and a scary looking farmer's scythe that will probably chop somebody's head off or something. So then, now that I have the rough sketch a little bit closer, then I started to do the fine line. So then I turn down the opacity on that to about 50% or so, something lighter than what I'm going to use, and I use a thick number 9 and go over it in finer, cleaner lines, and he looks something like this. That'll get a little bit closer to the final product, and still that's a little bit too forward on the front of the head, but we're getting closer to defining the cleaner lines and some of the detailing and stuff. And then it's time to add some color, so we'll add that color like this. I picked some nice dark brown for the sticks, add a little bit lighter for the side sticks so it stands out. And of course, the good old orange for the pumpkin. And then I added some shading and some features, just some light as if there was a candle or something inside, giving Pumpkinhead some life. And I finally just added some detailed lines and moved that stalk kind of closer to the middle or the back. Just give it a little bit more of a natural look there. And there is Pumpkinhead. So what we want to do now, he's complete, is I want to turn him into a printable character paper miniature for tabletop gaming. So we save that as PNG and we throw him over to another screen here. And what we're going to do is, here we go. That, and throw them on here, and I threw in a base. So I've got a base that's basically a half circle with some brick floor modeling shapes on it, so it looks like he's standing on the floor. And what we're going to do is we're going to duplicate this character, flip it on his head, so that when you print it out it's one piece, and you can fold it in half, and then you have two floors, two half circles bent in half, and that'll become part of the base. So let's go ahead and do that right now. So one of the things I want to do is draw a line here holding shift to lock it in place, and just this will define the kind of the middle of the page, and I'll flatten that. There. That will be the middle line. Let's print them. Okay, so there's Pumpkinhead saved as a PNG, and I'm just going to remove the black line because I won't need that to fold it. Careful not to remove any of the detail. Okay, and also I'm going to print at the same time a little black circle here that fits. That will be the base. If I move that under, you can see it will fit. He'll sit on top of that, and that might be a bit big, so maybe I'll just reduce that a bit to about 1 inch. And the character is about 2 inches by 2 inches across. And that should do it for the base. So now we'll go ahead and print that. Okay, so he's glued together. Just press that down, and as you can see, I just bent the two edges of the stand down, so I didn't glue those together. Just keep those like that. So he's going to sit on top of the stand like that. So we're just going to apply some glue there. But first, what I want to do is just trim some of the white closer to the character. Okay, there he is glued to the base. Just get some glue stick and just apply it to the base. Stick him on top, and there he is. Thanks again for watching. Check out my projects and get free downloads on my Patreon page by clicking the link in the description below.